Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, YouTubers. Jerry Diamond, how to get out of Babylon. Flip a coin. I don't know. Real quick, a few comments, and that'll tell everybody that's waiting tonight that I'm actually alive and reading. Planning on reading another chapter, maybe, if I get around to it. So send me around to it. It says round, no, it says to it on it, and it's round. All right, holy crap. All right, last chapter, a couple of points, the 100,000 rounds. You hear different stories per confirmed kill in Vietnam. 100,000, 250,000. Very likely. That's my point with the little kid with the lever gun and the 9 glass balls versus a machine gun. The kid won because he was aimed at accurate fire. So aimed accurate fire will always trump full auto unless you're standing 2 feet apart, you know. Anyway, you can go through a lot of ammo. And you see in that here, Mark calculated in his head that before his people got there, they would all be dead. So he did the only thing he could figure to do. Charge the enemy. Try to save the women. So he didn't do the wrong thing. He didn't know that, you know, the cavalry was going to show up. But, you know, just be aware of that. Now, the thing is, one of the things where this applies is if you're into prepping and if you're into survivalism, you know, Christian or not, whatever your background is, if you have a rifle or a weapon, gun, handgun, I don't care if it's 22, don't care if it's a 308, 30-06, 243, you know, 30-30, 7.62 by 39, SKS, AK-47. We need to get back to that topic. But 40 S&W, 9mm, 45, I don't care what it is. Rules are you don't buy another weapon until you have minimum of 1,000 rounds for that weapon. As they said, when Gunny was questioning him, I should have dealt with it then. When Gunny was questioning him about the casings that they found 20 casings. One was from the HK-91. And Gunny was trying to get him to think the thing through, and Mark finally came up with the right answer. They were not there for the guns. They were not there for the RV campers. You know, everything else is a bonus. When things break down, this was told to me by the Vietnam vet that I became friends with and that we lived with for 4 years. He said there's only 4 in most men's thinking in a turn down situation and shit hit the fan situation. There's only 4 measures of wealth: women, drugs, guns, ammo. If you think there's any other, that wasn't quite it. It wasn't guns and ammo, but you know, guns. Gold, I don't think was in the equation at all. I don't remember that, and I don't remember all 4 of them, and I can't ask him. But drugs, women at the top, guns, and maybe someday I'll think of the other one. I'm going to say 3, okay? I got 3 out of 4. What do you expect? You know, I've lost my hair. I've lost some of my memory, and I don't remember what the 3rd one was. All right. So anyway, I gotta keep this short. The rounds per confirmed kill. So you know, you're gonna need some. Whether it's hunting, if it's going to be an 8-year protracted situation, which could be Revolutionary War. Read my poem in my book. Go to my channel. But the same title. Go to lulu.com. LULU.com. Download the book. It's free. If you would feel like sending me a donation, that would really be wonderful. I could definitely use the bucks. The last several people who have downloaded it for the first time since it's been up on the web in 2007, the last several people who have read it instantly sent me money, but even before they downloaded it or when they downloaded it. So, but that book is like a seed of everything that's happened since then. I mean, there's prophecy, not in the sense of predictive stuff in there. Here's what prophecy is in a sense to me is you see a biblical principle and you speak forth and give forth a judgment on that biblical principle, and life changes. We speak things into existence. We do. And I often wondered that over the years. What was it about Jeremiah and Ezekiel where they, were so accurate? Well, they spoke it, and it happened. And so, one of the things being, we'll learn to grow a garden worth more than lifeless gold. We'll learn to grow a garden worth more than lifeless gold. And our new borders hold. It rhymes. God, I can't remember. Anyway, but a lot of things in there. 1,000 acres. I'm talking to a guy that owns 1,000 acres. I wrote that in the book 3, maybe 4 years before I met the guy. Walked into my life the day after I said to my son, we don't need to own land to grow food on it. This guy walked into my life. 2 years later, I'm reading my book. This guy's life vision was to have 1,000 acres. And by the time I read that passage in my book, our friends, personal friends of ours who we had brought over to the area, to Cedar County from St. Clair County, were living on 400 of his 1,000 acres, free in most cases. When one man was renting the property for taxes, which is what I had said that day before I met him. I said, people can own to have complete use of the land for the property taxes. So since 2006, a friend of mine's been, paying property taxes on property. So full use of the farm, the house, barn, shed, shop, you name it, the whole 9 yards. $500 a year. So anyway, whatever happens as a protracted situation, or suddenly, it was this Vietnam vet said, you can burn up 1,000 rounds in one afternoon firefight, and that's exactly what we have seen in this story. 6 people, they each had 150 rounds, ballpark, pushing 1,000 rounds, and they were going to run out, no question. So, and that was shooting, already being trained enough to shoot sparingly. Had they had AK-47s, they would have gone through that amount in a matter of a few minutes, not an afternoon or a few hours. So, anyway, 7 Spanish Angels, that was kind of a cute touch. On the playlist, I added one of the versions of that song, Willie Nelson, Ray Charles. Oh, God, what else? Praying helps when you're in a tight situation, absolutely. Shooting behind trees and shooting at people behind trees, don't ever stick out. You got to be, like he said, shoot with your left eye. Well, she didn't feel like she could do it. She was sticking her right, so she could use her right eye. Well, use your left eye for crying out loud. Or like he did, had him stagger and shoot off the same side of the tree. Night shooting, Indians back when versus military. You see a flash, you shoot most people are right-handed, so you shoot toward the flash just a little bit to the right. You might graze through the tree and get them. Anyway, I hate to even talk about that stuff, but I'm reading this book, so what can I say? I don't know. There's something else in here. RFN, yeah, right fucking now. Suicide, you gotta do what you gotta do. Even if it means dying, I'd rather die on my feet than live on my knees. There was something else in here, though. Alright, that's it. We'll call it good. Yeah. Anyway, and his bro finally got there. That was quick. good, good angle and good timing to that whole, part of the story. All right. Oh, that's it. I'll read now. 10 minutes. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, so what? Yeah, to those people who don't like it, sorry, too bad. As I tell people, I wrote today to a guy, if you want a perfect video, go watch your own videos. Oh, that's right, you don't have any, because you're not doing anything to help anybody, and you don't care to help anybody. You're not, doing anything constructive. You're just a sock puppet, empty account troll, trying to destroy other people's lives and work. So a lot of good things happening still. Good calls coming in. Had a visit the other night, like I said. People en route here once they get their little minor details worked out. So be in prayer for everything. Planning on going to a Sabbath meeting Friday night with some local people that I know. So that should be good. All right, this is Jerry Diamond. If you're listening to this, you are the remnant.